Hello everybody, welcome back to another hardcore video. My name is Nukeri and we're building a bridge today. I want to do this project off my stream, which is where I usually play Minecraft because I want to do stuff live. But I want to build my bridge today. And this is going to be one of the goals for the next 1,000 days in this world. I want to try, this is one of the goals I've set myself. So I want the bridge to come up to about where it touches the ground and then have it, have a pathway up to what is going to be a new kingdom here, but it's also going to be a way of connecting my build to this area up here so that I can have accessible pathways without having to fly, which is pretty much how I do most of my traveling. So far, we've got one single resident of this entire kingdom, and that is a sheep. When you're walking down this pathway here, you can see, you can just have a little... Okay, I flew into bamboo. You can have a look over and be like, wow, a bridge! So that's kind of the plan for today. Now, this is probably just going to be a standard, grand stone bridge like the one I have connecting the two kingdoms up at the top there. But if you don't know what is going on much in my world, I do have a couple of world tour videos. I'll put a link to it in the description or something. But I really need to get more on making videos for this hardcore world because I don't really do that much. But I've been wanting to try and get better at doing the whole YouTube thing, so that's probably why you're watching this right now. I haven't mentioned that I'm doing this on stream at all, so the next time I'm live, I'm just going to jump scare everyone with it. I'm just going to jump scare everyone with a brand new bridge. Right, so I need to lay out a proper path with stone slabs, so I'm just going to grab a bunch of them. Maybe I make one of the kingdoms an entirely stream-based thing, and one of the kingdoms an entirely YouTube-based thing. So if I have, one of the... So basically, if you're new to the channel, I have two kingdoms that I'm working on up there. I've got I call them the mythic kingdoms, mythical kingdoms. And I've got one based after each of the new... Well, I say new. They were new at the time. The flowers that the sniffers can dig up. So I've got one for the... What is it called? Torch flower, and one for the pitcher plant. Because I really like the idea of, having kingdoms dedicated to a mythical flower. And they're both overlooked by a couple of mythical creatures as well. So I've got one dedicated to a phoenix that for some reason we decided to call Jacques. I am building this on a diagonal, so it's going to be a little bit awkward. Is this the midpoint? Yes. Yes, it is. Hello. Are you going to make it to me, or are you going to die first? You are going to make it to me. I mean, assuming I didn't have any say in it, which I did, so heh. So if I give it, a 2 blocks to come up, that's going to be too much. That's going to be way too much. Hold on. I need to check a couple of coordinates, and that way I can... Am I going to have to use maths? Oh my god, I am. Ew. Ew. Okay. Now presenting Nukeri's ongoing battle with maths. Trigonometry is going to come in handy here. Now, how do I do that? Wait, can I make this an equilateral? I don't remember how to maths. What is happening? I am so confused. 107 take away 94 equals 13. Okay, that's not right. Oh god, I'm not paying attention. I've spent all day doing maths! This is disgusting! Where's the bed? Oh, it's over there now. I forgot to press escape! Could you imagine if a creeper walked up to me? That would have been... If I died in this world to doing maths, could you even imagine? That would be one of the most embarrassing ways to die in a Minecraft world ever. I'm pressing escape, man. That's so funny. Maybe I should have passed maths instead. Hello, I'm Nerdery, here to tell you about the actual maths in a nice, easy way. So we wanted to find how long we would build before going up half a block in our ramp instead of just completely winging it. So the y coordinates of the 2 points are 107 and 94, giving us a difference of 13 blocks. Now that we have that, we need to find the distance between the 2 points that we have recorded as our coordinates. And to find the distance, there is actually a formula that we can use, where we just substitute in all the values. So, Once we calculate that, it gives us a distance of 183.6 blocks, which we can then divide by the height difference to give us a building length of 14 blocks per full block, meaning that to go up half a block, we do that every 7 blocks instead. Okay, so now it's an actual diagonal, so it was a little bit different than if I were to go from point A to point B, but I think that the 7 blocks per half step really worked actually pretty well, and that's the power of maths to stay in school. So now we have ourselves a line going directly. That's really cool. Now I'm probably not going to keep this all as stone, but for the time being it's a nice little placeholder. If I come to each of the different sections though, where it goes up by 1, that makes this a whole lot easier for me. Okay, so I've done a couple of different options for what I'd like, and I think the main issue right now is that this is too thin. So I think what I need to do is bring it down a little, but I think that I don't know. I think maybe wait, what if I do a combination of both? Every other space be pillared, and also have this fancy little stuff going on. That could be something. That probably is better, isn't it? Okay, I think something I need to do is bring this down more. Oh, hello. You could have been a problem for me. Get out of here. Okay, I'm starting to see a vision here. I'm seeing things. No, I'm not. Yeah, that looks a lot better. I think what I can do here to maybe make it look a bit more like it's a slope instead of a, you know, a blocky ramp, is maybe add some slabs in different places. I think I'll try that. That does help, actually. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. Let's fill in the rest of the pillars, see how that looks. I know I'm going to need to add some arches as well to make it look a little bit better. I'm only focusing on one side at the moment because I'm not going to do both sides and then decide I hate it. Okay, so this is what we're looking at just now. I think it's looking pretty good now that I've got the, well, first of all the pillars in, and all of the, like, I don't know, the trims on a more steady ramp up as well. At least lines up this time. Something I still need to do is add in arches to all of these different, well, arches, so that it is back to looking like a proper bridge with the connections and stuff, and then also maybe add some detailing and shading down at the bottom there. Okay, so progress update. Since the last clip, I have finished making the arches. They seem to be going up in a bit of a more diagonal. It looks a bit like an aqueduct when I look at it like this. But what I'm going to be doing now is probably working on actually texturing it and adding some shading to it to make it look a little bit less stony. But when I was flying over from my house, my base, I really love how this kind of pulls it all together. Like, if I'm just flying out, if I come up here, I can be like, boop, boop, just had my nap, come out, and then boom, suddenly there's that there. I think that looks awesome. Now, I do want to add some patterns to the top here as well, so that I've got something to look at as I'm either flying over the top or running across it. So I do want to change this out at some point. I'm thinking maybe I use wood, like some different plank colors to, I don't know, make it look a little bit pretty. Maybe going from, maybe going towards a cooler color from a warmer color. I'm not sure yet. I'm still thinking about these kind of things in my head, but that's just kind of where I'm at with this right now. I do need to add some more detailing with it as well, considering I've not got a lot of detailing to it. So yeah, I'm still not convinced that the deep slate's going to stay, but at the moment it is looking good, but we'll wait and see. Okay, if I zoom out from there now, that looks really nice. I think maybe what I want to do is maybe replace the stone here with something else as well to add a bit more color to it. That maybe needs something else to add to the gradient. Let me just see if I can figure something out real fast. This wouldn't work, would it? No, that's like a mid. That would be in between these two. So maybe tough bricks would be a good idea here. The only issue with that is that I don't have that much tough left. I've been using it so much since it came out. Oh yeah, that's definitely a lot better. It's just a subtle change, but it's one that works really well. To just tie it together a little bit more. Feels less disjointed when you're going, like when you're looking up at it. Ow, my bones. We're fine. Okay, well that's rude. Skeleton has better aim than I do. Look at that! Never mind, I'm better. Perish. Thank you. Okay, I think I'm really happy with this. Now, I know this isn't everything I need to do, but I'm happy for just now. I want to do a bit more before I run out of time for this video, but I think what I'm going to do next is add the pattern on top. I want to do something similar to what I've got over, hold on, I'm flying over, hold on, over there, because this is how I'm connecting to the two kingdoms together, but I don't know, like, I really just made some random shapes and hoped for the best, but I don't know what to do for this one here. I do think I want something different than stone for the actual walkway. Let me go and have a look at my storage and see what I have that I can maybe use. Can I use mud? Mud or bricks, maybe? Wait. I don't see bricks being used a lot in general, and I would kind of like to make use of bricks in a non-chimney... in a non-chimney build. Oh, I might be doing something here. I think that, at the very least, is worth doing. Oh yeah, that looks much better. Okay, cool. Let me keep doing that. Yeah, that looks really nice. Okay, good. Ooh, oh. It just appeared. I don't want either of those, sorry. So looking at that right now, what could that look like? I want to maybe try and work in Shaman moving up the hill with this as well. So I'm thinking what I could maybe do here, is add in some cherry leaves, cherry petals, or pink petals even, and maybe if I use the slabs. Oh, wait, hold on. I might have an idea. Now bear with me here. So I want Shaman to have that effect of walking through and, like, affecting the area around them. So if I have, like, petals going up this way, as if Shaman's about to climb it, or just has an effect on the environment. How does that look? I mean, it's not, like, the cleanest. If I make it more viney. I need to make that a bit more organic looking because it looks a bit weird right now. But if I then have some of these parts be cherry, I can maybe have this going along the entire bridge. But instead of it all being cherry, I can maybe have it be birch, so that way it looks like the cherry has kind of taken over the birch, almost. As a way of Shaman's effect of being nearby. I don't know if this is Pokemon lore accurate, but I kind of like the idea of doing that. So instead what I can do is have the entire thing be made of birch with sprinklings of cherry in instead. I think I maybe need to use blocks that are different than just the petals, because otherwise it looks like it's supposed to be vines, but it's supposed to look like I guess a spell, almost. Like, what are they, like, I don't want to call it a move, like a Pokemon move, because that just sounds boring. A Pokemon spell, that sounds better. There we go, a bunch of different pink blocks. Oh, that looks pretty. I really wish I could put flowers on anything. I mean, you've already plucked them, they're probably just going to sit there and die anyway. Well, that's bleak. That's way bleaker than it should have been. How can I make this work? Because I want it to look like it's spreading out. But it's a very, very thin area that I've got to work with, so it's a really difficult task that I'm taking on here. Because that looks like it's spreading now. But I think I need to extend it so that it's going for longer. Because I do want to make that work. I do like the idea. I really am complicating this, but I want to make it look good. I want it to tell a story. That's how I do my builds. I want it to be... like, I want you to be able to explore it and see what's happening. Especially when it involves organics like an actual Pokemon. Now if I fly out... oh, wait, but that kind of looks good. Okay. I think I need to maybe extend this out a little bit more, so this is probably... like, boop, 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 and... okay, so now that I've got that section of what would be getting... I'm going to call it charmed. We got the section that's getting charmed now. I think that looks really nice. I think I maybe need to add a bit more, like... I need to add something else to this to make it look a bit more mystical, almost. I'm not sure what I can do with that, though. There's not a ton of pink magic blocks. There is coral? No, I can't really use that, though, without waterlogging everything. Ooh. What if I have some sections where this is like an overgrowth, and it's overgrowing the wood itself? I kind of like that. All of a sudden, bam, pretty tree. Oh, that looks really pretty. I really like this. That's made me really happy. Great. Now what I would like to do towards the edge of this one, and yes, that's right, we're doing more, is have it so that the pitcher plants are seeping some of its coloring into the bridge as well. So I need some warped and I need some prismarine. Now this is the first time I'm looking at this from a bird's eye view with the entire top done, and I'm... oh, I love it. Wait, that's so awesome. That is so cool. I really like that. Wow. Okay. The flying's not so smooth, but I really like that. I do have another idea. Now, it actually is touching this pillar here. So what if I change some of it to cherry logs? It's still dark where it doesn't draw too much attention, but it is different enough where you're like, wait, what's happening there? It's like, bam, magic. So, yeah. I really like this. If you like this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out way more than you know. And I will see you in the next episode. Goodbye!